Well, I'm back. I'm back live streaming some more. I'm Host Eric, Coach Talk with Other People. The guy who live streams like all the time. Seems like Eric's always live streaming. I do a lot of live streaming, you know? It's like, I guess I just need to talk things out. I need to talk out my feelings. I need to talk out my thoughts. I just need to share with you my moistures. Like, my moisture is an assemblage of dewdrops, each unique as a snowflake, but not frozen. That's the difference between snowflakes and dewdrops. Dewdrops are not frozen, snowflakes are. If you don't want to freeze your dewdrop into a snowflake, then you probably shouldn't take your dewdrops into freezing weather. That seems obvious enough. That's straightforward. I mean, it's not a complicated equation. If you would like to keep your dewdrops from freezing into snowflakes, don't throw your dewdrops up into the air outside when it's freezing cold. Then your dewdrop won't turn into a snowflake. I have one person here. That one person is somebody who is concerned about dewdrops and snowflakes, and I appreciate that. And one person has a lot of wisdom. Tonight, I think I'm going to possibly be a little gassy. I should warn you right off the bat. I'll kind of burn away the smell, hopefully, so you don't have to smell it. A little gassy, yeah, a little bit. My dad made a good gumbo tonight for dinner, which I enjoyed. He can be quite a chef sometimes when he applies himself thusly. So, I'm a man who's made mostly out of cheese. Parsley cottage cheese, mostly cheddar, a little bit of Swiss sometimes, a little bit of Monterey Jack, a little bit of pepper jack. Ampianic, hello. I hear you're having conflicts with Countess. Pretty exciting stuff. Gish? Oh yeah, what happened? What happened, Ampianic? I didn't know. How did it go down? Did you give her the hot cha cha and the ho cho cho? And come along, girl, what do you know? Did you give her one of those? Did you give her the ooh la la and the hey girl and you know you my world? Did you give her all the tricks? Did you wait for her to say, you're so funny, like I suggested? It's a surefire winner. I want to hear the news, Ampianic. Spill the news out of your mouth. Type it with your fingers there down south. Put it in the chat so I can read it. Be like that. Come on now. So I didn't talk to her at all, not even hello exchange, but she was groomer way better than ever. Same for clothing. She actually was active during class and said stuff. Well, that's a good sign. It suggests that she feels yeah, I figured. I figured groomed. It seems like maybe she feels validated by your attention. We shared one long eye contact. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. One long eye contact is like 3 steps from you're so funny. No, I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you. One long eye contact. You're like 3 steps away from you're so funny. That's what you're going for. Remember, you got to have a joke, just one joke, so she can pull the "you're so funny" thing that they do. Just one joke, preferably not a "why did the chicken cross the road" joke. If that's all you got, though, you can go with it. Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know why. Just stand next to you, baby. That worked. Last thing. Okay, what's the last thing? She slapped you on the ass on the way out of class. We never leave coats at Channing Room Place, and she did it yesterday. We never leave coats at changing room place. Changing room place? She did yesterday. So she would have to hang around afterwards so you could meow her. But you didn't actually meow her. When do you see her next? When do you see her next? She's regretting kind of pushing you off, I think. She's like, you know what? I do want to go out with that guy. I want to go out with him, and I want to say to him that he's so funny. Uh-huh. Sounded good. Oh, wait, okay. All right, wait. Is there a surprise here? Is there some more news here? You already set it up as you didn't talk to her at all. Maybe that was a red herring. Maybe there's an exciting conclusion to this story. Let's see. Knock, knock. Who's there? Me. Liking you a lot. All right, so she was cueing you, dog. She was cueing you ample. That's ample cueage. Don't be an extroverted intuition, Dom, and outthink yourself, okay? Mm-hmm. When you see her next, dog. When you see her next. Because what you say to her is, hey, girl. Hey. You know, approach by saying, forgive me if I'm too intrusive, but I'd like to try again here. No. Champion X, you're being like an any-dome. Only any-domes think that stupid shit. You decide, and then she can tell you you're wrong. Okay? But make her tell you you're wrong. You decide what she feels. And then act accordingly and, make her. Girls want you to know what they want in a situation like that. Hey, Champion X, you got to man up and own it. That's it. I know you'd be like, I know what I want. You're worried too much about what she wants. You make clear what you want again, and she can make it clear she doesn't want it. She wasn't clear the first time, so you got plenty of reason to talk to her again. That's simple. Champion X, what I just said, you got to decide what you want and stop worrying about what she wants. I think you're worrying too much about what she wants. Make her be clear about what she wants. You're speculating about what she wants. Know what you want and go find out what she wants. It's good. I say it's good. My take on it is it's good. How am I feeling? Am I okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I was kind of meowing in my head, and then eventually it was just like, I'm just going to live stream. I don't know what to do right now. It's like, kind of wanted to play the guitar, but it's kind of getting tired, and I didn't really want to go to sleep. I probably should have, but I didn't. And so I'm live streaming again. I just took my morning Adderalls early, I think at 3 a.m, rather than go to sleep, because I guess I was just feeling, I had a little bit of fuck it in me, I always say that everybody's, yes, you should approach again as soon as possible. Don't let it drift into whatever. Remember, why are you approaching her? Because you know what you want, and she's not been clear about what she wants. That's simple. Don't worry about what she means when she said meow, 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 meow. Don't worry about that. You know what you want, and put the ball in her court and make her express to you what she wants. That's it. And if she's clear, if she has a clear no, then and then you're done. Don't worry about it. You get rejected sometimes. If it's a clear yes, great. If it's not clear again, then you need to say, I'm still not sure if you want to go out with me or not. Can you be clearer? Like that. But yeah, Candace, I'm okay. I'm a little like, okay, well, Champion X, she's got 4th slot FE if she's an IHP. She's not very aware of her body language. The fact that she was conveying anything about it with it at all Well, because fourth slot FE. That's the best explanation. Okay. So you're just gonna have to accept my answer. No matter how many more times you start questioning me about this, that's the answer I have. You don't have to accept. You don't have to agree with my answer, but you have to accept that that is my answer. That it is a good sign. That since she was confused or give mixed signals, it's probably because she has fourth slot FE and doesn't feel comfortable doing that kind of stuff. She doesn't know she has SE polar if she really is INTP, and you're gonna have to take the action and make it happen. You have to know what you want, and know that all you're looking for her. Well, that's introvert town. That's introvert. Introverts don't really like Facebook that much because it's just, I guess, I don't know why they're introverts. Who understands introverts really? I don't understand them. I like them, but I don't understand them really. It's like I don't get this whole like I don't want myself to be public at all. I don't get that. It's like I totally want myself to be public, so I don't know. I can't explain the introvert urge to be non-public. I don't condemn it, but you can't claim crazy rights that you don't possibly have from the fact that you don't want to be public. You can't say that you have the right to privacy because that would mean that every time somebody's looking at you and you don't want them looking at you, you can demand that they look away. It's crazy, You're using Facebook professionally? Well, I'm not like that. I'm very much public about everything. Very open and transparent and public and not prone to, misrepresenting things or trying to frame them as something that they're not or anything like that. So to me, that's just my life. But I understand introverts have a different meow to their chow. And so as a consequence, that the parentheses are a good sign you are Ria. I believe that, quote unquote, in parentheses, I'm INTP. I delete Facebook. Yeah. It's a good sign you're an INTP, Ria, that you qualified in that fashion. Could be an INFP. I don't know. I guess you could be an ISTP qualifying like that. But I don't know. How much do you talk? Do you talkative like in your head anyway? Do you have a lot of words in your head? If you don't say them out loud a lot? Kind of shoot. You're about as INFP as my scrotum, Candace. And let me tell you, my scrotum is no INFP. No, Countess, Ampianek has some sort of Polish thing having to do with chess. Okay? He's somebody from Poland. He's a young man in the university. He's trying to pick up this chick. Why are you busting his chops so much? Why you have big problems with Ampianek? What did he do? He's just some young Polish dude trying to pick up on a chick and wanting advice. Is he a little obsessed about it? Yeah, but that's understandable, You got the jitters. He's worried about this chick like saying no or whatever. I have a little sympathy for the guy. Come on. I respect that. I don't get much of an authority vibe for you around here, but I have no idea what you're like in person. Of course, here you're asking questions and wanting things answered about IHPs and stuff, it puts you in less of an authoritative position respective to what you're talking about, I guess. So that's probably why I wouldn't be as authoritative in this context. But regardless, I don't dispute that you are authoritative. Yeah. That's just an INTP move right there for sure. Some 4 slot FE. It's actually showing some 4 slot SE skill there in this most recent comment. Jesus Christ. What an evening. What an evening. Burn. Countess. You want some aloe? I got some over here. You just got burned. Okay, I will sing a song. I'll sing a song of Sixpence. Oh, but I don't know if I'm gonna sing a song right now. It's like I started this live stream and I felt like too much energy. Now all I I see oh oh I got a cramp in my back too. It's like miggity meow and miggity mew. Ow. Eric. This is probably an ill-timed live stream anyway. I'm 48 years old, Ampinek. 48 years old. I got kind of a crazy mixed up life, you know. Like, I guess I'm very divisive. I got people who hate me. I got people who love me. And, you know, I guess a lot of people are indifferent to me. I need to rest. You've done a lot of shouting. I did do a lot of shouting. Boy, it was necessary in that instance. You know, it's not like I was shouting for the sake of shouting or to get myself exercise for my lungs. Yeah, whatever about that. I mean, it's true that I am the only person who actually pays for rooms that people come in and use to talk shit about me and not support me and stuff. Yeah, it's one of the unusual things about talking with famous people for sure. I suspect I'll probably stop doing that. This is the thing. It's like when I'm talking about drama with Becky, I got 50 people here. When I'm talking about just whatever, like I am now, I got 4 people here. So, I mean, it is the middle of the night. It's 3 in the morning on the West Coast. It's 6 in the morning on the East Coast. I do want to play the guitar, you know? I do. I just kind of want to strum it and sing. I don't even want to meow any piaos. Well, it's going to be kind of iffy about the going to sleep now thing. I just took a couple Adderalls. So, you know, it probably will wake me up here pretty quick. Meow with the meow. Right, like that. You say you want but don't demand somebody liking you. You say you want but don't demand it at all. You say you want but don't demand someone liking you. Stop demanding this shawl. You said you want but don't demand someone liking you. You said you want and don't demand someone liking you. It's a little hot still. I'm turning this down a bit with the meow, like so. And a little bit more with the meow. And turn this one down a little bit, meow. Just like meow. like so. And I think we're looking pretty okay. It's probably still going to be a little hot. Let me, yeah, a little bit here. Is that more like it? That's a little low. Let me put it up to about there. How about there? That's pretty good, I think. I think that's going to work fine. What kind of an awful question is that? What kind of an awful question? Miss Lady Pants McGee? What kind of an awful question is that? And with a neck in Poland's west, visited the university. There was a girl, beautiful yet quiet as well, sitting in a chair. And Brianna wanted everyone to see that he was in love with an INTP. Can I talk to her? What will I say? Should I rush up and announce to her that I'm gay? Would that work in courting her? I guess not, unless she's into people who are batting for the other team. The time of happy songs is over. The time of leaping dirt is now begun. The time of cheerful songs with lots of words. I'm gonna play epic songs to birds. I won't buy cheap ones. Expenses now more important. I'm playing epic songs. You want to know what's epic about this? It's endemic and epically epic. I'm playing epic songs. You can epically sing along. If you don't believe that it was epic, then what do you think about it now that the epic is beginning again? And this bridge is epically pandemic and incredibly epic. Armageddon, catastrophe. I will tell you of them so epically. You will learn of humanity's final days when I epically play a song revealing all explode in wonder mist, killing everything that was within the wrist. Flick range of 1,000 punching fists, 100 euros, yes, it's very expensive this, oh yeah. How epic is that, Ampianic? You thought that was epic? You were right. That was epic. What I call epic. You thought you were going to play epic songs? That's epic right there. If I want it, mind if I want that too. Wanna be wanted. You're mine if I want it. I'm yours if I want that too. Wanna be wanted. Not sure if it's something that you can do. I know you told me whatever you said. I know those words might reverberate in my head. I'm yours if I want it. You're mine if I want that too. I wanna be wanted. It's an interesting little riff. I can't sing and play at the same time, but I like the idea of the song. Makes me think of jazzy things, jazzy as can be. Makes me think of jazzy wings with Jazzy Jeff playing on the tambourine, and Will Smith playing the guitar. You see the troubles I have in my heart and soul? Do you see what happens to me when things are troubling? Are you surprised by the troubling things that trouble me sometimes with troubling ways? You can see that I'm troubled slightly. I am a little troubled. I'm traveled to trouble. I've troubled to traveled, and it's like, why do people hate so much? You know? Just fucking, just yeah, for God's sake, you know? You don't gotta be such a, good, the goddamn yeah. It's that simple. El Nino, my ass. You call the to catch all of the extraordinary splatter. When I'm done, I'll go up there and bring a ladder. I will go up there and take me a bucket and pour water inside. And I'll say, hey, Mr. Cloud, drop you from the bottom. Hey, Mr. Cloud, won't you drop it from the bottom? Hey, Mr. Cloud, drop it from the bottom on me. You know, people definitely want to take me down, see me suffer, see me get my comeuppance or whatever. But, you know, it's like, the reason I don't really get any comeuppance is because I own shit right away. I don't try to hide it away and let it fester and stuff, you know. I come from New York City down to Florida, yeah. I come from old Chicago down to California way. I never left the place I loved, 'cause I was out to do. But I'm 1/2 step from Utah and 2 miles from Idaho. So when you ask me, darling, do I have a trucker's woes? Well, I got to tell you, baby, why would you say that? You totally threw me off my song there with that horseman. What in the world would you say that for? I don't understand. It totally broke my song playing too in the same process. It's not actually an issue for me, like early ejaculation. I mean, I don't know. Not like I have endless or perfect control over it either, but you know, it's not a problem. Depends how recently I last ejaculated as to whether I last a long time. If I come every day, I can last a fair distance indeed. Hopefully it won't drag on too long. Horse mumble also curiously accuse me of ejaculating too quickly. What? Why are you saying that? Oh, any hip shooting had to work. Okay. That's fine. That was actually like, man, no, that's not really a thing for me. No problem or whatever. Yeah, it really depends on when I last ejaculated. If I hump every day, I don't necessarily come particularly fast. But if I don't hump every day, maybe I do. Let's say Rachel were to arrive after several weeks of absence in that. Well, I bet I probably would have to go too. Which is to say, the first one might be fairly quick, but the second one would last a long time. Just like most guys' dicks, I suppose mine's not in a special kind of rhyme. Regardless, I appreciate this opportunity to articulate the sexual specifics of myself. Not the sort of thing I necessarily want to talk about in regular talk, but when you're singing, you can sing about stuff that you maybe wouldn't want to talk about a lot. And so here I am, telling you how it is going to be when Rachel comes back from New York to visit me. And this is a super fun song, Horse Mumbler, I'm glad you inspired it. It's all about my penis and her vagina and her tit. This is nice, it's good, na-na-na, awkward, and I like to have a lot of fun. Hacka-chacka-chacka-chacka, Horse Mumbler talked about my gum, and now I'm singing a song, and some things that come out are so fun. Just like when I think I'm done, but I'm not quite done, can go a little longer, and then at last I am. And what happens then? Come shoots out of my penis. Right. There's totally a lot of build up when Rachel is not around. Though I'll agree that I spill some seed on the ground. While I wait for her to reestablish in my life that she's gonna be a super good hell of a sexy wife. Oh yeah, Horse Mumbler, you inspired this super fun song, all about how you said that I came too fast, and then I said no, you were wrong. I never thought I'd sing about my ejaculation in the way that I am right now, but thanks to Horse Mumbler's joking insult, well, wow, here I go. No, that's not a problem for me, yo, unless it's been a long time, see, Joe. Like when Rachel returns from New York in a little bit, maybe a couple weeks, then I'll touch her tit. I'll put it in, hump and then out comes my cum again. It'll be a wonderful time, wonderful song. Horse Mumbler, won't you sing along? Up you send the use of Paul as a name. Well, that's a tall tale that I like to tell a lot, because I made a live stream saying Paul's not allowed, but suddenly the Paul gather around and say, wow, I'm here, I'm tall. The end. It's a really good song right there. I really liked it. I enjoyed playing it a lot. I thought it was funny. I thought it was clever. I thought it was catchy. Pretty good little song. Hi, Ken Krishna Sarma Pagoo. Did you hear my song about my ejaculation habits? You had to watch some of the Paul streams to get the former taste out of your mouth? Yeah, I don't blame you. That's why I had to do this stream, is like sort of put that one behind me. You know. Thanks, Hambo. Most of it was all sexy. Most of all it was sexy. Oh, that's even better than most of it was all sexy. Yeah, Paul. We could talk a little bit more about Paul. Our concern about Paul's. Thank you, Horse Mumbler. Thank you very much. I appreciate your bravo. Much appreciated. I went away for a while to wash my face, and when I came back, there was all this melted chocolate in my vagina. Yeah, sexy. When I talk about my sexual intercourses, then that's when things get really sensual and moist, tender. If you don't want me to caress your love bumps, quit jostling my tenders. It's a good title for a song, I think, you know. If you don't want me fondling your love bump, quit jostling my member. If you don't want me caressing your love bumps, quit fingering my member. That's my privacy you're invading when you jostle and fondle, caress, and otherwise avoid leaving my special parts at rest. Can Krishna Sarma Pagoo. thinks this song is about you. That's why she's gonna leave right now. I'm tired of this, and how could I stick around right now? I've got to go do India stuff. Say bye-bye, Kang Krishna Sarma Pagurabha. Bye, Kang Krishna Sarma Pagu. We love you. Don't forget to do India stuff. Whatever that is. What kind of stuff does one do in India? She's a little shy about India stuff? She's a little bit shy about India stuff. Doesn't want to talk about India stuff. A little bit shy about India stuff. A little bit shy about cricket. A little bit shy about games. She's a little bit shy about cricket. Feeling a little bit ashamed. She should know cricket's so slow. Nobody's gonna complain. Instead, she insists that cricket will cause her endless pain. It's the national sport. King Krishna Samapagu grew up in the cricket family tree, and she didn't like the sport, and her family was mad. And they said, King Krishna Sama, you're bad, oh yeah. We're gonna paddle you, oh yeah. We're gonna paddle you like a boat in the river. Gonna paddle you until you learn to love cricket like we do. Gonna shoot a jugly into two. That's the cricket term. Hit a jugly with your pew. That's how they talk in cricket. Do you know that? It's true. That's what they say in cricket. They say you hit a jugly Jew. That's a cricket term for like a single. They call it a jugly. They call a double a swarming underwiggle. Swarming underwiggle. Nobody paddles like the Indians. You know, I've gone to a lot of different dominatrixes, but none of them paddle like the Indians. You know. I wanna go to India and learn to paddle properly. I want to go to India and learn to paddle on my knee. Girl, lie across my knee, 'cause it's paddle time, see. Japanese people also like to paddle while their girls go. Japanese also will straddle, and the girls will always say, give me some mochi. Oh, that's funny. Those girls are like, yeah, they're getting like examined or whatever down there. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. You're acting like no way that Japanese guy is tearing you up, okay? You're acting like, you know, come on now, girl. There's no way that Japanese guy is, you know, rendering you into this helpless, mewling, wounded deer thing that you've become. It just, no. I'm just not buying it, you know? What are those sounds you're making, Japanese girls? What are those sounds? Where did that come from? You know, like, are you having a stroke? Sakura, are you okay? Sounds like you're having a stroke. Oh, funny shit. That shit like they're they're like, no, don't touch me, but they're just standing there getting, you know, fondled and stuff, right? So okay, well, you could move away. It's like instead of just shoving your stuff more close to them. Yeah, funny stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. They don't ever seem to say any words. They just make little meow sounds. You do that in your sleep? In your sleep, you become a Japanese girl in a pornography movie? Cool. I like that. And what makes it need to be happy in life? Yeah, that helps a lot. Having an INFJ significant other has really made a big difference for me. Being with Rachel has made me just sort of more complete as a person, more better NI in general. Has improved me. She's improved me a lot. You know, I think I've improved her a lot too. That's the thing. It's like there's a huge reciprocal thing going on there. It's like symbiotic, you know. What else makes me happy? Like I like entertaining people. It makes me happy. I like it when people say they like my songs. That makes me happy. You know, I really enjoyed having that one guy in that last live stream asked several times if the songs were originals. I didn't see those questions because like most of the time when I was playing those songs, I was looking at some other tab. I wasn't looking at this screen. I couldn't see your stuff. Only with songs that I memorized did I look at this. You know, I never saw those questions. I never answered them, but I like those questions. That question a lot. When somebody's like asking, it was like, Vera, yeah, I could look. I could figure it out. It's easy enough to find that section, that video. Let's see. That's a nice song. I like it. Mead Vlog Channel. Mead Vlog Channel kept asking, like, are those originals? I can just whatever. I read it. I read it as very complimentary because people when they ask and then ask again, are those songs originals? What they mean is those songs seem too good to be originals. They must be covers. That's what they mean, and that's a great compliment. In fact, he didn't say anything positive to me, but he asked a couple of times if those songs are originals. The ones I was playing in the last live stream are, are not just made up on the fly like the things I was doing here. They are songs that I've written, and that makes me very happy that he wanted to double and triple check. Are those originals? That's a great feeling for me because it means my song is not an expression of me. It's an archetype in and of itself. It's an entity that has an identity that makes it hard for the person to even try to link it to me. It's like, wait, did this guy write this song? It sounds like something I've heard before, maybe, or it sounds like a professional song or whatever. That's very flattering to me. And that makes me happy. People are impressed with my music, like my music, tell me they think I play the guitar well, things like that. That makes me happy a lot. Spending time with Rachel makes me happy. Seeing her makes me happy. I like bento boxes too. Surprise is when your surprise is a bunch of supplies, then it's called a surprise. So yeah. Obviously I've had some emotions today. I'm not going to lie about that. I've had some emotions. It's not my fault. I can't be responsible to have no emotions ever. That's hard, It's like people have emotions. Me too. I have emotions. Does that mean it's healthy to have emotions? No. I mean, sure, it's healthy to have emotions. Okay, fine. It's healthy to have emotions. Fine. See, here's the thing. I've been recording the meow over here, and I got a good recording of that song that I freestyled about ejaculation. So that's nice. You have emotions for breakfast? Did you have thinking for lunch and intuition for dinner? Safe sensing for your midnight snack? Don't you feel INFJ can be too judging? I just hate someone who's controlling, even if it's with good reasons. INFJs are way too stubborn, and if you don't follow them, you're in for a ride. Although that's to some degree. I haven't had that experience with my INFJ. I don't find her to be judgmental. I find her to be surprisingly accepting of acceptable things. She judges things that are worthy of judgment, perhaps, I don't find her stubborn at all. I find her reasonable. Good point, Horse Mumbler. I'm a big believer in giving the emotions the Dread Pirate Roberts treatment. All right, emotions, nice job. Well done today. I'll probably shoot you in the morning with my farts. You hear those? Those are gifts. Those are gifts from my butt to your ears. Every single one of them, a gift. How much is it worth to you to receive a gift of my farts? How? That's the emotions coming in. Right. When you have to, when your kidney's processing emotions, they come out your butt instead of your urine. You know what I'm saying, dog? Know what I'm saying? What? Raise the roof, dog. Raise the roof. Who would like to join me today in raising the roof? Countess, Soenti, Eric Moore, would you like to join me in raising the roof today? That's right. We're so excited to be here at this party that together, collectively, we shall raise the roof. Horse Mumbler, have you ever raised a roof before? If not, you want to be careful. It's very easy to injure your wrists. Okay, so look, we're going to go like this. Hands up, palms up. And what? Raise the roof. Hopefully your roof is raising as we speak now. Okay, now that we've raised the roof, it's time for us to get down. You've pitched the tent, I've raised the roof, it's time now to get down. You've pitched the tent, I've raised the roof, it's time now to get down. Who would like to drop the funk? Anybody? Is there anybody who could drop a beat, please? Bring the funk. I did not say twat, I said what, or pya. Countess, there's no reason, no excuse for you not to raise the roof as well. Just carpe diem. Raise that roof. Consequences be damned. You don't want to get served, do you? I want you to get down with your bad self. Give up the ghost. Okay? Eric Moore's getting down with his bad self right now. You can see it. You can watch him getting down with his bad self. He's not abashed, concerned, worried that somebody might watch him getting down with his bad self. And yet here you are, standing there complaining about raising the roof simply because 7 floors of building will collapse on top of you. No, Countess, no. That's not being a party person. That's not partying like there's no tomorrow. Remember what Kesha said? Do you remember? Take her hand. She'll show you the wild side. Kesha herself, has offered to show you the wild side, Countess. And you want to stand there talking about what floor you live on. Where's your spirit of adventure? Well, Eric Moore, those beams that fell on your head, remember, those qualify under the Nietzsche contract of that which doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Countess, I have long suspected that you secretly are Kesha. I think you might be. Are you Kesha? You seem a little bit like Kesha. The beams that fall on your head when you raise the roof are simply proof that you're partying hard enough. Okay? If no beams fall on your head, that's not a party. You questioned Kesha's logic and she tased you. Yeah, don't question Kesha. Don't question Kesha. Don't question her. She has a $sign in her name. Let's make the most of the night in a fashion resembling or reminiscent of, as though we were to die young. Take my hand, I'll show you the wild side. Is an important thing to remember. And also, Eric Moore, have I mentioned something to you? I think it's important I mention it. That magic in your pants is making me blush. Are you an NE Dom, so NT? Were you an extrovert intuition dominant? Or were you tool function? I mean, I have the same kind of strong principles as my INFJ. Good job, Eric Moore. Were any of the beams Jim? I find it hard to pick his fault. I don't think Angantir is INFJ anymore. He isn't like the INFJs I know. He's more grounded, down to earth, like INTJ. Well, Countess, you're always saying everybody's not meow and everybody's not meow. Okay, well, look, the thing is, you have to actually value NI a lot too. There's a stretch of an ENTP's life where they're going to end up getting in arguments. There's no such thing as an introverted ENTP, so NT. You're just an ENTP. It's because you display a little less meow, that doesn't mean meow. A lot of ENTPs will have a problem with TI stuff. Like, I could see myself in a younger time period, maybe arguing with Rachel about astrology or tarot or something. I don't understand relationships like that anymore. I don't need to be right about things like that, and I don't need to find how she's wrong. I don't need her shit to validate on TI necessarily. I can seek that which I like about a thing and can take from a thing, and not take anything that I don't want to take from it. So it's like I'm looking to validate her fundamentally, and I'm looking to find positive common ground, and I'm not looking to critique her. INFJs do not like to be critiqued. If you're an ENTP and you feel the need to critique your INFJ, you're going to have problems. They don't generally need to be critiqued, and they certainly don't like to be critiqued. They do like to be oblique, but they don't like to be critiqued. Sometimes we get it all wrong. We misinterpret what it means to be somebody. Understand what it means to be somebody's poo. Well, I mean, you get up into their butt and then you fall out of it and into the toilet. That's what it means. What's confusing about that? I don't think I'm gonna fit up there. Well, you gotta practice. You gotta get limber. You get really limber. I don't think I can be that limber. Are you an INFJ, Eric Moore, and you'd like to be critiqued? It depends on the critique, I guess, right? If you're talking about you like to be critiqued when the other person's correct, maybe, most of the time, INFJ is way ahead of the person who might critique them. If they've actually made a mistake, the INFJ is beating themselves up about it dramatically before anybody else picks up on it. This is why, in general, INFJs don't like to be critiqued, because most of the time somebody tries to critique, they are going to run afoul of the INFJ not really having made any big mistake. Oh, you're not an INFJ? Well, ENTPs don't mind being critiqued. If you're an ENTP, then that makes perfect sense. INTPs are about it. They don't necessarily mind it, but they're a lot more FI about the whole thing. ESTPs will get fighty. It depends on the ENTP. I don't mind being critiqued. I'm pretty good at taking critique. Other people who are ENTPs aren't necessarily good at it at all. Unless you're an SSSS. Are you a SSSS, SISE, SISE? Right. I don't door slam. It's like I keep wanting to talk. I don't door slam. I keep wanting to talk. I keep wanting to work things out. I keep thinking that if we just talk long enough, we'll find common ground. Now, NHPs have principles, and we get pissed off. We're always up for debate for them. people we love. Well, the thing is, Rachel doesn't run afoul of my principles. There have been a couple instances where we had some sort of market correction fights, like fights that were about miscommunications that made us realize we were actually on the same page, mostly. That kind of shit. So, yeah. I'm feeling hungry. I need to go to McDonald's and get some food, but it's closed right now. Jack in the Box is open 24 hours. I could go there. But your friend was in the live stream just now. He came in at a bad time when you were screaming. Poor guy. I mean, it's like, that's the thing. In that live stream where I was busting Becky's, I will in a little bit, Countess. Just give me a second. Don't rush me, lady. Don't rush me. I am meowing a lot of meow tonight. I've got some gas. You can hear that, right? Did you hear that? That's called gas. A little bit of gas I have in me. Not the kind of gas you run your car on, no. Kind of gas that sometimes produces flatulence. I'm a little gassy tonight. Oh yeah, for you, you're polar. I actually ate really well. Like I had lunch, dinner, and after dinner snack before I stopped eating, which was around 9 o'clock. Now it's 4 in the morning. It's been like a full night of not eating, so I'm getting pretty hungry. But yeah, I'm fine. I got a little extra few minutes here and there. I've been taking pretty good care of myself today, better than I sometimes do. I mean, my dad made it's gotten a lot easier for me to realize this. The older I get, the better I get at SI. The better I get at taking care of myself, basically. But I'm still not perfect. I should have eaten hours ago, probably. But as you can hear, I'm a little gassy. That may be my polar FI, maybe the moisture of my feelings. My body is processing the anger that I had earlier into farting. Most people probably feel betrayed by their emotions for minding and try to pretend not on principle, but often fail because FE is silly. Maybe. I have any dominant because I always want to discuss, even if my TI doesn't understand it yet, but I'm more introverted because of my allergy to sunlight. Inability to speak words out loud. Propensity for making everything a joke about poo? That's terrible. Horse Mumbler hates that. God. Come on, Soenti. There's no reason to make all these poo jokes. Oh, you had a rough childhood? Like, it doesn't sound like an EHP, though. Whether or not you had a rough childhood and don't trust people, you always want to be alone. You are not an ENTP. What makes you feel satisfied? I'll tell you who always wants to be alone. Lonely Pants Von Solitude. That's who. Do you want to be like Lonely Pants Von Solitude? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be like Lonely Pants Von Solitude. You want to be like, hey, here I am. I'm so empty. Everyone's like, so empty. What up, dog? You want to be like that. See what I'm saying? You want to roll up in here and have Dark Phoenix go, "Oh, Solange, you're here. I like you." You have a psychopathic dad who's an ENTP? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. You sure he's an ENTP? ENTPs are pretty moist, really. Peeing schedule. What was your peeing schedule? You had to make a schedule because you couldn't tell when you had to go pee, or you wouldn't remember to pee otherwise. I get excited when I'm at lunch, tossing ideas around with guys at work. It's a lot of random crap. Eric Moore, okay. Here's my advice for this. Advice for you about this. If you find yourself getting excited at work and you're trying to make, little Eric Moore go down again, just try to think about the roster of a given baseball team. This is something I developed when I was about 19 years old, and I was having sexual intercourse with my first real girlfriend, and I wanted to last a longer time. So during those days, I would try to think of all of the members of the 1988 Dodgers World Series team: Steve Sachs, Oral Hershiser, Mike Scioscia, Kirk Gibson. I go through it in my head with the specific. I go from first, second, third, catcher, pitcher, left field, center field, right field. If I made it all the way to right field, I was doing great. But when you're 19, even if you don't last a super long time, you're raring to go again soon enough. That's what I would do, Eric Moore, when I got excited at work. You say, okay, just think about the roster of the 88 Dodgers. I know you didn't really mean that, Eric Moore. I was making a funny joke. That wasn't funny, Eric. It was stupid. I'm sorry, Eric Moore. You're right. That was a stupid joke. You can just stop pretending, Space Cat. Everybody knows who you are. You're Eileen. You and Eileen are the same. Space Cat is Eileen, and Eileen is Space Cat. Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. My friend is INFP, says I'm ENTP because in such situations I can be extroverted if I'm with him. If I feel comfort with people I know, I go crazy extroverted. Same if I drink alcohol. Well, I mean, that's not a good reason to think you're an ENTP. Because you can be extroverted some of the times. Everybody's got an extroverted tool function, namely every introvert can be extroverted in some way some of the time. Okay, well, INTPs do though. INTPs get extroverted when they drink. A lot of INFPs do too. I've seen lots of INFPs get very extroverted when they drink. I bet she did. I bet she does regret that, Space Cat. I bet she regrets it now. It's called justice. Everybody loves a little justice. Suh. What does suh mean? Some under H. Case in point. I don't understand what you're talking about. Oh, right. You're an example of an INTP who gets drunk and becomes extroverted. That's what you're saying. That's why everybody should try to avoid getting drunk, probably, if they don't want to experience the consequences of being drunk. Oh, sup with a very lax attitude. Sup. Like that. I get you. I get you. You couldn't be bothered with you couldn't be bothered with the last consonant. Your innie's really strong, but your TI as well. Well, so is mine. My innie's really strong, and my TI is as well. That doesn't make me an INTP. It doesn't make me an ENTP. Other things make me an ENTP. Like not needing any alcohol to be hugely extroverted most of the time. When I need time to myself or want to be by myself, it's because I want to work on something that's specific. Well, you see, a lot of people think their tool function is their dominant. That's very common because you don't really get the concept of being so immersed in your dominant function, but you have a much clearer view of what your tool function is and how you use it and stuff like that. That's like a meme thing though. Lol. Dude. Dude is bro lifestyle parody. I didn't know that. Well, I learned about memes from youngsters in the live stream here. Old 48-year-old Eric. Blah, 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 blah. Well, I mean, it's like when you say your TI 75 to 80%, you'd have to actually do a TI test, and then you can determine what your TI is. If if you're answering some questions on something, and well, what makes you think you have any first? Why do you think that? I've seen Salenti around before. This isn't their first time here. Who knows what happened? Maybe I got a strike.